This is hard with one hand. Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here. The internet's wait, no, it's me, Balint. I'm doing the Blue Trail, Hungarian National Blue Trail, the Iketa. I just wanted to talk about what I've been doing in the past months and what's my plans for the future and for the channel. I'm out hiking, as you can see, in the forest, in nature. I guess it's quite refreshing to see something green and lush and foresty after so many dark Nordic videos in Sweden and Finland and whatnot from the end of last year. It's also refreshing for me as well to see this. So what have I been doing in the past couple of months? So my first plan was to come home from the volunteering adventure at the end of 2024 before Christmas. Huge hands, by the way. Woo! And then spend Christmas at home with family and just relax a bit, feel some stability. But actually from January or maybe like early February, I wanted to be on the road again and go somewhere abroad through Workaway or something similar, do some kind of volunteering, maybe even a paid position anywhere. But then I never did, and I got, I think, a bit too comfortable at home. I was living with my mom, but actually not at home because she was also living at in a different place for half a year. Because anyway, it's a long family story. She'll probably move from the house that she has been living in for 15 years because she doesn't really like it there. Anyway, that's beside the point. I was living with her. I began some new activities. I met some new people in the area. I actually met some old people from my past because I was living kind of close to my hometown of Veszprém, but I wasn't living in Veszprém anyway. And I met like my university professors from 10 years ago when I graduated. And actually I applied for a master's from September, but for that I need to be home for at least a year, even if I do it on correspondence. It's like on every weekend, so I'm not sure I want to do that. Some vehicle is actually coming. Yeah, it went the other way. I applied for a master's. I have an old friend who teaches at the university. We graduated together 10 years ago, and she said that in like 2 years, this master's will be available online, which would be perfect for me because, you know, I don't have to be in Hungary, but now I have to. So I'm not sure what's going to happen from September. But anyway, until September, I still need to be somewhere. I don't have a place to live at right now. I can't really go back home because I don't have my own room, and I don't want to go home because of like different personal and family reasons. So no, there's a lot going on with my mom's life and everything. I also met a guy who was the massage therapist or masseuse. He's a guy masseuse. I don't know what you call a guy masseuse in English, or masseur maybe. And he was massaging my mom for a couple of years. Then I went to him a couple of times, and it turns out he wants to leave as well. He actually is doing he wants to be a boat captain for I don't know, like these yachts, not yachts, what do you call sailboats? I don't know what size. He has been doing these courses and exams to get a certification to be a captain, to be a skipper. I think skipper is the word. And anyway, he applied for a couple of positions, but I guess they never replied or something happened. And he got burned out from massaging people for the past I don't know how many years. So he wants some calm and peace. And he figures that if he jumps right into this new adventure of being a sea captain or boat captain, then he will overwork himself again, and then he will be burnt out once again. So he doesn't really want to do that. He wants to avoid it. And then I came into the picture because I was telling him, I'm going to go somewhere through Workaway from spring this year. And it turns out he has also done Workaway in the past, like 5 years ago, I think, in Southeast Asia, Australia, Thailand, India, Malaysia, maybe. So we joined our forces, not like this, joined our forces together, and we're gonna travel together. He's gonna be my travel buddy, at least for the start, for the first place, which is gonna be in Portugal. Yeah, that's starting in early May, in like 2.5, 3 weeks. Before that, I'm going to visit some friends in Germany, and my ex, not my ex, but my former Swedish teacher in Spain, who's a Hungarian lady, by the way. She lives in Spain. And then I'm going to hop over to Portugal, to this commune or community. They live kind of off grid, and they have this permaculture and self-sufficient thing going on, which has become my main interest actually in the past few months. I've been to a couple of these like deep adaptation gatherings, who are basically people who are either preppers or just doomsday doomsday people. Like they anticipate the not imminent but very, yeah, the word escapes me. They are anticipating the collapse of regular established society, and they want to adapt to the new normal that we're going to have if like global trade is going to collapse and political systems, countries, our current lives, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen. It's not a question of if, but when. And for when, I think we're going to see pretty harsh changes in the coming 10 years, 5 years. I have heard and seen and read some very ominous or very menacing reports. Well, I personally haven't read any scientific reports, but like heard people who have read them, like scientists who are actually dealing with these issues. And yeah, things are not good. I think everyone probably pretty much feels that. Things are falling apart. This constant development that we're doing, like, you know, building and developing and growing and getting bigger and increasing our profits and increasing our everything is unsustainable. I figured, now I don't really have any life plans ahead of myself, which is in and of itself may be a problem. So I figured, how about I tend in this start like going into this area of learning about self-sufficiency and growing your own food, maybe getting some farm animals, tending to your animals, living off grid as much as possible, but at the same time not remotely from people, because I have seen the disadvantages of living isolated from others, which is not really good for your, well, for some people maybe, but for the vast majority it's not the road that they want to take, because it has pretty severe effects on your life. And I know what burnout is like, and I think many people know it. And like just being in the doing the grind and being in the, well, either the corporate world or anywhere, just, you know, waking up doing the same thing all over again. And I personally have limitations of how much monotony I can take, which is not a lot, to be honest. And I know I need to work on that, because life can't be always exciting and adventurous and being in nature and whatever. Although I would very much prefer it to be like that. Maybe that's a dream. Maybe that can be a possibility. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's hard to be a realist. I think I'm kind of an idealist, if anything. I know you need to I should be more grounded. I think I'm also working on that. But anyway, yeah, so where was I? I digress. I think I pretty much have some form of ADHD or something. I haven't been diagnosed, but it's like really hard for me to concentrate on one thing. So I just want to finish a sentence. I will go to this commune or community with like 10 or 12 people, allegedly. Hopefully it works out. You know, we've seen some not so great hosts on this channel. I hope the new place isn't going to be one of those. I also plan to, of course, make some videos, at least like maybe like this, like even talking to the camera and explaining shit, but especially showing what I do would be, of course, more interesting to people. Yeah, that's going to be for, well, we agreed on 2 weeks at first. We agreed in 2 weeks to up to a month. If it works out and it's we love it and everything, we like the place, then me and the Hungarian guy, the masseur guy, and then we might stay for a month, and then he will figure out what he wants to do. And I actually want to do one thing this summer, is actually go back to Sweden for midsummer, or midsommar, which is the big, huge Nordic or Swedish, I'm not even sure, celebration, the biggest one in Scandinavia, I think, when they go out and dance and sing, and they have the tree that I knew the name of, and I don't know the name anymore, sorry. The Midsummerträd or something. It seems like I'm going to be at the Forest Star Festival near the town of Hjo in Sweden, because they were looking for volunteers for like a couple of hours of work, like organizing parking, and I applied like a couple of days ago, and they replied that yeah, I can actually go. So yay! Hopefully I can be in Sweden by midsummer. And then something else, I don't know. There's also a Japanese side quest, side story, opportunity. One of the people I met in the past months in Hungary, she's a very special person. She's a, I don't know, therapist and a singer and a dancer and everything, handpan player and everything. And she will be at the World Fair in Japan, in Osaka, for 3 months, for the whole summer. And she basically said in August she could accommodate me at her place for a week, maybe. So I was like, sure, why not? I don't want to die without seeing Japan. But the thing is, I need money. Of course, I still have money, but I don't want to spend all of my savings. So in the meantime, I'm going to look for, I actually have started looking for like part-time remote jobs for the time being, which I can maybe do besides working like 4 or 5 hours at any volunteering place. Or if this doesn't work out, maybe ask for some extra work in the area where I'm volunteering for some money, which the guy Lotzi who I'm traveling with has actually done in like Australia. He was helping like with mowing the lawn or anything. So that's also something that I can, like a side gig that I can do to make some money. And also maybe teach English online or something, although I'm kind of scared to do that because I have never taught English in an official setting. I only tutored a couple of friends without any compensation or anything. Anyway, I digress. I digress again and always. So maybe Japan. I also met a Japanese guy in my hometown of Veszprém who actually now goes to he's doing his master's at the same university that I did my bachelor's 10 years ago. And he's going to the same master that I applied for from September. And then he's going back to Japan to teach English. And he also told me if I go to Japan, maybe he can give me some, a place to be for, I don't know, for a while. And also take me to places around the country. But then I figured, workaways everywhere in the world. Maybe I should go to Japan for some part of the summer, and then I could meet my friend and also this Japanese guy, and then I don't have to worry about where to live and what to eat. So maybe Japan at the second half of the summer. But yeah. For now, I just want to be in nature, want to work in some kind of commune or community, like, I don't know, building stuff or gardening, tending to animals, that sort of thing. And on the side, maybe do some online jobs, part-time. Then for me, summer, go to Sweden. And then we'll see. That's my catchphrase. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, and I don't know if I said this, but my mom was hiking with me today, but she's not gonna do the whole section, which is like 20 something kilometers. She ended at like half, which was not long ago because she had enough. But it was very fun to hike with her. And then yes, this is what's going to happen with me in the coming months. I plan to document it, of course, if I can. I wanted to actually buy some gear, which I never did, like some kind of vlogging camera or a selfie stick, or maybe even just a selfie stick for the phone. But I never did that. Maybe I will buy a stick still, but I don't know if it's actually needed, because you need to, like now when I did the stamping, I couldn't record. Like I should have probably recorded with my mouth or something, and then just hold the stamp and the book in one hand, or one in the other. But yeah, but even if I buy a stick, I still need to hold the stick in one hand. So I don't know if this helps anything. And I really like to just pull the phone out of my pocket and then just go right away. So yeah, that's the plan. Maybe I'll also say a couple of words about what else I have been doing in the past months, because I maybe at some other place later. Yeah, why not? You know what that is? That is fuck it, Ermelés. It's a spring. In spring. The duality of man. Oh, that's not a spring. Or is it? Yuck. Yeah, I don't want to drink from there. Or maybe actually it's very fresh under the whatever this is, slime, muck. Oh yeah, there's the entry point. Okay, that's the origin. Yeah, maybe not. Outhouse with hearts, so lovely. This harkens back to a scene in Sweden. The castle, Kiniji Castle. I have seen it before. Luxurious seating. Gotta love the toilet. Hey, I'm at a different place now. Fun fact, I'm also a musician, or a musician's best friend. A drummer! Something I did in the past months was, I rented out this place in my hometown of Veszprém, and I brought the drum kit over from the storage facility. And I have been drumming a bit for the past months. I also wanted to find some musicians that I could play my own songs with, because I actually make my own songs, which some of them have been featured under some of the videos if you look in the descriptions. I mainly play drums, but I have this MIDI keyboard and I play some guitar. I'm learning guitar mostly. It's just a small music project that I did, and I wanted to hear it live in a live setting with real people, real musicians who can actually play the things that I wrote, probably better than how I wrote them. But yeah, it's never really transpired. By the way, this is an accordion. I also used to play the accordion when I was younger in an orchestra, but I guess more on that later, sometime later. Ugh. Some light. Yeah, it's nice talking with a shoe besides your head. Those are my drumming shoes. So I was coming down here trying to find some musicians. I wasn't really successful. I also tried to... So mostly my songs are instrumental. Because I'm not really a lyrics writer. I think I'm mostly like a melody writer. And on one of the songs, I could hire a girl from the United States, and she sang on the song with her. She wrote her own lyrics. I think it turned out really good. But I wanted to do this with a couple more songs while I was at home. And now it's only this one finished song and one unfinished song, actually, where I have her vocals. I just need mixing and mastering from a guy, but I've been running... Well, I think I want to do it with crowdfunding, maybe like through Kickstarter, to fund the couple, I don't know, tens of dollars to do it. Because it would be an interesting experiment to not pay from my own pocket, but to fund mixing, so finishing this one song. So I guess let's do that. I think I will put links in the description about everything. Interesting vantage point. Oh, the snares are buzzing. Oh, should detach them. Actually, yeah, hold on. Yeah. Funnily, I could have also made some drum covers in the past months while I was here, but I didn't, and now I'm leaving in like a week. And not just now, I've recorded a couple of songs, so I think they're gonna appear on my drum cover channel, because I actually have a drum cover YouTube channel that I think just turned 4 years old, like now in April. I'm not sure about the exact date. It was during the second year of COVID, 2021, when I felt I needed some kind of creative outlet. So I went down and started doing these drum covers. And interestingly, that's my second drum cover channel in my life. I have done one previous one when I was still learning drumming, actually, for like 15 years ago. I have some old videos. And lastly, if you want to support me and my channel, and with the volunteering or anything that I do, I have opened Buy Me a Coffee page where you can buy me green tea because I don't really drink coffee. So go ahead,